So find so any doubts only from last session?
Actually, we downloaded those two, RHEL and VMware.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've downloaded both of
You
them.
don't, both of them you downloaded. Okay. Fine. Okay. Did you install it? Got a time to install?
No, not yet.
Why? What happened?
Product key and for VMware.
I didn't get it.
VM,
Product key.
yeah,
You need a product key, right?
yes, please.
Okay. Got you. Got you. So you need a product key. Okay. I will arrange. I will give you that key right now.
Mhm.
And apart from that, any other doubts you
Mm,
have?
nothing else. I just saw your mail, like you send the bank details, right?
Yeah, details. Yes, yes. Actually, I was not available from last 2 days. I mean, that's the reason. So
Okay, maybe
yesterday I
I'll
was not
plan for it
available.
by tomorrow, okay?
Okay, okay, fine, fine, done, no problem.
Okay.
And okay, fine. Let us let me give you information. Fine. So fine. Let me see. I mean, you want the key right now, right?
Uh, it's okay. Even after the session, I can install it if you give me the key.
Did you install it?
No, not yet, but
VMware.
VMware, I just
You downloaded.
if I have downloaded both of them, yeah.
You downloaded both of them. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So fine. So fine. So we were discussing about the basics, right?
Yeah.
So fine. Let me give you a little information. How the things. So today we will be studying the practical part.
Hmm.
So we will be seeing how to create a files, directories, all these things. Hmm?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. 1 minute, there's something going on. Hmm. So fine. So we have discussed up to the kernel architecture. We discussed the file system structure that is called directory structure, right?
Yeah.
And we have seen how to create a virtual machine and how to install it, right?
Yeah.
So these are all the basic things that we have done
Hmm.
on this server. So let me share the screen. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
So now we are going to see uh, how do we go with the basic part, like how do we create a file, how do we create directories. We will see what is the difference between copy, move, and remove. Okay, and apart from this, we will be seeing like ls commands. Okay.
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 Yeah.
So fine, let us connect to the machine. And make sure that you're going to practice every day like this with putty.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
But
right? Because
how to configure with the putty? Is it directly once I install? Can I directly open with putty or?
yes, you can open it, but you have to make sure that this Linux machine is accessible over the network.
Okay, like yesterday while we are installing this machine, we have given one
Hmm.
IP address.
Yes, yes, we have given IP address, right?
Yeah, with that IP
I
address.
also given you the information how to provide that IP address also.
Yeah, but I have to check
Okay.
my in my machine what the
Yes.
address is, and I have to give +1
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah, anything. Apart from that IP, you can give any other IP addresses.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you have to give the same IP address because in Windows machine, if you have 192.168.1.100, then you can give 101, 102, 103, anything you can give.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, because two machines, it should not have the same IP address.
Yeah. Yeah.
If two machines have the same IP address, there will be a clash in the network.
Okay.
So that means you can't connect to this machine or that machine.
Okay.
Okay, that will be a problem. Hmm? So fine. So basically, you can see I logged in as a user here. Okay,
Hmm.
getting it.
Yeah.
So basically, I logged in as a root and I switch it to the normal user. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, or you can, when it asks you the login prompt, you can directly put the username here. Okay, and apart from this, when you see this prompt, you have to understand the information. Kumar is a username and RHLVM1 is a computer name, that is called, we call host name. Okay, and this still gives you information that he is working in his home directory. Okay, so this is my home directory, Kumar home directory, and the dollar indicates that he is a normal user. He's just a normal user. Understand? So this is the information how it is going to work. Right. Now what I will do, very simple. Now we will go with the basic part. So first thing, we are going to see how do we create a file, what is file exactly. So what is basically file? What is file exactly? What information is stored in the file? So you know that file is nothing but collection of data or collection of information is called file. And in Linux and Unix, as we discussed, everything is treated as a file. When I say everything, that means file is treated as a file, directory is treated as a file, even device is also treated as a file. Okay, so and whenever we create a file, it creates permission tag and item numbers. Okay, so when I say permission tag, what is permission tag? Okay, so this is something called permission tag for a file. Okay, and for this permissions, the numeric value is this 644. Why? Because remember one thing, read is identified by numeric value called 4, write is identified by 2, and execute is identified as 1. 4 plus 2 plus 1, altogether it is 7. 7 means a user is having full permission. 7 means, okay, if you see 7 like this, for example, 777. The first 7 is for owner, he is having full permission. The second 7 is for group, he is having full permission. And the third 7 is for others. Even he is having the full permission. Understand? Getting it? So this is the way how it is going to work. But we will be discussing about these permissions later on because we have a concept called FAP, that is called file access permission. Right. Now we can create a file in different modes. We can create a file in different modes. When I say different modes, okay, like we have a command called cat, using touch, using NL, using T, we using VI and Vim, using nano and gedit. There are so many commands to create a file. Even sometimes people will say that using copy, using move, also we can create a file. Okay, getting it? But that is indirectly creating. We will take a source and we will create a destination. Okay, so we will not consider that as a creating a file, but still, okay, clear. So this is the information. Now take an example. First, we are going to discuss how we create a file with the help of cat. Exactly what cat is going to provide us. What are the operations we can do with the help of cat command we're going to discuss. We will be discussing touch and we will be discussing VI. And remember, VI and Vim is almost same. There is differences between VI and Vim. I'm not saying there is no differences, but still the basic level, the way you work with VI in the same way you're going to work with Vim. And remember, gedit is a graphic mode. G stands for genome edit. Okay, if you are working in this mode, what is this mode? If you are connecting to your machine in the graphic mode by sitting in front of the server, so then if you want to read any file, you can use something called gedit. Okay, so all the time remember gedit is nothing but genome edit. Okay, and apart from this nano, you can use it in command line also, you can use it in graphic mode also. So it works almost like VI, but it has some more. Uh, if I want to tell you, it has a detailed information about the uh, editing. Okay, so we will be discussing that, and VI editor and nano are the file editors used to edit the files. Okay, now we are going to discuss creating the file with the help of cat command. So if you want to create a file with the help of cat command, how we are going to do it, we will see. Okay. So when I talk about cat command, what are the actions? What are the operations we can do with the help of cat? Okay. So when I talk about a cat, remember using cat you can perform three actions. One is reading a file, second thing is creating, and third thing is appending. Okay, so first we will see how it is going to work. So let me take you into this console and let me give you a detailed information how this is going to work. So now let me, when I say ls, you don't find any data here. I'm going to say cat greater than something called aura file. I'm going to put the file name as aura file. This is a file name. Okay, now I'm going to press an enter. Whenever I press an enter here, now what happens here is you will just come to a new line and where you start putting the data. Where you put the data. Okay, so when I say I'm going to put the data here, so this is to create a file using cat command. Okay, this is information. Okay, so what we can do, read. Okay, create and append. I'm going to come to the new line and I'm going to press Control D. So Control D is to save and quit. Control D is to save and quit. Understand? Now when I say ls, then you can see the data. You can see the file here. You can see there is a file with the name called Quora file. And if you want to read this particular file, again we are going to use the cat command and these are things. The first operation, the first syntax we have used to create a file, okay, by putting the data, and using this command we can read it. Now we will see how to append. So you know how to append means, so putting some extra data inside the existing file. That means already file is there, already the data is there. So without losing the existing data, we are going to put a new data that is nothing but appending. That is nothing but appending. So what I will do, cat double greater than aura file. Okay, so I am going to press an enter here. When you press an enter here, now we are going to put, okay, some information here. So what is this information? We will see. Okay, so this is to append the data in file.
So
Then
it's
say control.
going to update in last line or?
Yes, it is going to update the new data to the old data.
But it will be like
Okay.
last, okay. In last line, I think.
Yeah, anyhow,
Anyway,
last slide only, right? When you put the data, it will come down only.
okay.
So like this, it is going to happen. For example, when you are appending the data and you forgot to put double greater than, and by mistake you kept single greater than, that's it. You're going to lose all your data.
Okay.
All your previous data, you're going to lose out. Okay. So whenever you want to put the new data inside the existing file using cat, don't forget you have to put double greater than. Understand? So this is the very important information about the cat.
So it's not
Okay.
going to,
And you,
sorry.
yes.
Is it when we put single arrow instead of double, is not going to
Mm,
like this file already exists or something like that because
it gets overwritten. It gets
overwritten.
overwritten. Overwritten means what happens? Okay, the old data gets overwritten by the new one.
Okay.
Old data gets overwritten by the new one.
Okay.
Getting it? So this is a problem happens. So that's the reason when you have a requirement, definitely we have to, okay, put double greater than. Okay, and you know, this is not like Windows where you can recover a file or recover data. There is no such a concept. Understand? Once it is gone, that's it. It is gone. Okay, there is no such a concept of recovery process inside the Linux or Unix. Okay, now you know that already we discussed every command, whatever the commands we are using inside the Linux and Unix, every command will have something called flags. So how do we know about the flags? How do we know about the flags? It's a big question here. Okay, so when I say how do we know about the flags, so I can just say man followed by the cat. So you can see all the flags here. You can see there is some problem with the color. When you highlight it, you can see all the options. But how do we use these options? This is a syntax that we are going to use. Cat option followed by the file name. This is something called syntax. Okay, so with options, if you're using any command with a respective option, that is something called syntax. Okay, take an example. I'm going to show you one or two option cat-n followed by the file name. So what it is doing, it is just going to list the data inside the file with the line numbers. With the line numbers. Understand? This is the information. Clear, right? Understood.
Yeah.
And like this, there are so many other options also. We have to keep. We will be using it. Hyphen E indicates that it is going to print the dollar prompt at the end of every line. Can you see this dollar prompt? This dollar prompt indicates that this record ends here, or that this line end here. So this is the information that it is going to provide when it comes to the E. Getting it? So this is the a method like how do we use options. Now we are going to see how do we create a file using touch.
Okay, let me ask you a question
Okay,
for that.
yes, tell me.
Can we create multiple files using this cat command at a time?
No, you can't. You can't.
Only one file.
Only one file at a time by default. People will tell you they will write some script to create it, but I'm talking you by default. I'm talking.
Okay.
Okay, by running a cat command, you can't.
Okay.
Okay. So huh? Because they will use some filters, they will write some script to create multiple files. They will not agree. If I talk to anyone, if I say, can we create a file, multiple file with cat? I will say no, but he will say yes. I'm talking about default. Hmm?
Okay.
Now we will see how to create a file with input of touch. So when I talk about touch, using touch command, we can create only empty files. We can create only empty files. Okay. So when I say we can create only empty files, that means it doesn't have any data inside the file. Okay. So the file name I'm just putting as Ora1 and you see ls. But how do we confirm that it is an empty file? Because here it is just showing the name, right? So how do we confirm it? So we are going to confirm that it is an empty file with the help of this option. When I say ls-l, it is going to give you the information here like this. So you see the first file which was created by Orat file, that is 99 characters it has, and there is another file Ora1. So this has 0 characters, 0 byte file. Understand? This is how we are going to say. Now, can you tell me what is this 99? Is it MBs or it is KBs or it is GBs?
KB.
Yeah. Is it KB?
KB, yeah.
Really?
Sorry?
So remember one thing, if a file is less than, if a file contains a data less than 512 bytes, a data is measured in characters.
Okay.
Data is measured in characters. Okay, so most of the people, they get confused here. They will say 99 KB. Really, it is not 99 KB. Okay, getting it? It is just 99 characters. It is just 99 characters. This is how it is going to understand, right?
Okay, yeah.
Any doubts here?
Yeah,
Hmm?
no.
So this is a very, very important thing that you have to understand. So you got a clear information about how a file gets created, right?
Okay. If, for
And
example, if I need to create multiple files, so do I need to create one by one, or is there any other way to create multiple?
if you want to create a multiple file means using which command you want to create.
Like using cat, we can't use it. So touch means
Using touch we can create. But remember, we can only create empty.
empty cat,
We
empty.
can only create empty. We can create hundreds of files here.
Okay.
We can create hundreds of files here, but it is a empty file. There is no data inside that particular file. Remember that. Getting my point? Yes?
Mm, so
Tell
in
me.
files, but do we need to use this command again and again, like touch Ora one, Ora two, or something?
Why? If you want to create a multiple files, you can give it there only, there itself. You can give a range of files there. You
Uh,
can give something called range of files. So what do you mean by range of files? I mean, range of files means you can give a range or you can just give touch Aura1, Aura2,
okay, that's fine. That's
Aura3, Aura4.
fine. Okay. So if I
That's it.
need to create a files with the data, we can't create it like multiple files.
No, using touch, it is a multiple files you can create, but it is only empty.
Okay.
It's just an empty file. It's not with the data.
Okay.
Okay. But even if you want to create with the data, and all this file will have a common data, not the different data. Remember that.
Okay.
Okay. There is some commands that you can, I want to create 100 files with same data. Okay. Then we have some commands like you can use copy, you can use something called, there is a command called T. Okay. So you have a commands, you can create it, but that is a different scenario again. Because having a same data in 100 files, what is the use?
Okay.
Yes, waste, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't create the multiple files with different data, not possible. Remember this. All right, understood? Any doubts here?
No, no doubts.
So fine, this is the information how it is going to work. Hmm? So now we will see, we have seen how to create an empty file here, and you got detailed information how to identify empty file. Right, now we are going to see how to create a hidden file. Okay, so we are going to see how to create a hidden file using cat. Cat greater than dot aura file 2. Whenever you're putting a dot in front of the file or directory, it will become hidden. Okay, so I can show you this is to create hidden file. Control V. When I say ls, do you see there is a file with the name called aura file 2? No. But how do we see that ls-a? This is going to give you the information like
Okay.
this. Okay, so this is the information, right? So this gives ls-a gives you the hidden files and hidden directories information. You can see directories also here. It is with dot. Can you see?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is it. Okay, so using touch also same thing. Touch followed by the file name, but before the file name you give a dot, and dot will create a hidden file or hidden directory. Okay, so this is the information how it is going to work. Okay, so now everything is fine. We have done with this. Now I will just show you. Okay, what we say. Uh, we have seen how to create a file and empty file. Mkdir is a command to create a directory. Okay, so how do we create a directory? Here I'm going to create a directory with the name called Java. When I say ls, you can just identify a file or directory inside the Linux with colors, with color coding, right? But okay, fine. We are working in Linux. We can identify the directory or file with color code, right? But if you are working with Unix, it never displays this information with color. It shows everything in a plain text color. But how do we identify whether it is a file or directory? Okay. So when I say ls-l command long listing, in the front of this permission, you see this indicates that it is a directory. Understand? And in the front of the permission, you will see hyphen. This is nothing but it's a normal file. I'm talking about it's a normal file. Leave it. It is a hidden file. I mean, it is a empty file or it is having a data. It's all other thing. But first you have to identify whether it is a file or a directory. This is the way. Okay. Then using mkdir, we can also create multiple directories. Mkdir followed by the directory names you can give. For example, Java 1, Java 2, Java 3, Java 4. Like this, we can create multiple directories.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Understand?
So the default permissions for directory will be like 777.
No, no.
So
See, I will tell you, the permissions is totally different. It's not 777.
it says
It's not
seven
777.
seven four five
It is 755.
755. Yeah,
It is
seven.
755. Okay. What is this 755 indicates? Okay. The first seven indicates owner permission.
It said
Understand?
775. 775. Sorry.
775. That's you, yes. 775 also. See, when it comes to Linux, this permissions plays something typical. Why I'm saying it is little bit typical, the permissions for root is different. The permissions for user is different here. Okay, so why I'm talking like this? Why I'm saying it is different? Why not same? Because second example, I have created a user called Kumar, right?
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
So when I say to which group the Kumar belongs to by default, he belongs to his own group called what?
500. Kumar.
Kumar. So if a directory contains full permission for owner or full permission for group, it is for him only, right?
Yeah.
Getting it? So he is the member of his own group. No other users belongs to this group. Getting my point? So this is happens only in Linux. Okay. If you go to the Unix, this is not supported in Unix. This is not supported in Unix. Only in Linux it happens. Okay. For example, when I go to the root, I'm just exiting from this user. If I am going to the root, what happens exactly here? What happens exactly here? For example, ID-A. And you see root is a user. He belongs to his own group only. Can you see this? Root group. But inside the root group, not only root, there are so many other users who belong to the root group. Bin, daemon, there are so many groups we have. Okay. So that is the reason when you are creating any directory here, it is going to give you a permission called 755. Understand? You can just make differences here. Of course, you have only file mkdir. What it is giving? This is 7. This is 5. This is 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the differences that you're going to see between the user and oh. Understood, right? Any doubts?
No.
Right. This is the way how it is going to work. So you should be very much careful about this because there's so many differences you're going to find between the root and normal user. Clear? It's done, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Now, let me give you. So we have seen how to create a directory, and we have seen how to identify directory and multiple directories. Now I want to create a directory inside the directory. Okay. For example, I'm having a directory called Java. Inside that, we don't have any directory. But without getting into the Java directory, I want to create a directory inside that mkdir-p Java. Inside Java, I want to create Oracle. Inside Oracle, I want to create Sun. Inside the Sun, I want to create Red Hat. Okay. Inside the Red Hat, I want to just create Home. But you see, we have just Java only right now. We don't have Oracle. But what this -p is going to do, -p is nothing but parenting, or we call nesting. You know, every child will become parent. Okay, every parent will have a child.
Yeah.
In that scenario, this is a parent directory. Right now, it doesn't have any child. Now, this -p, without getting into the Java, it first creates the Oracle. And inside the Oracle, again, it creates a child called Sun. Inside the Sun, it creates another child called Red Hat. Inside the Red Hat, it creates another child called Home. Okay, so this is the advantage here. So -p it creates it. So how do we know that it is created? You know, cd is a command to get into the directory, and Java, when you go to the Java, you will see Oracle. When you go to the Oracle, you will see something called Sun. When you go to the Sun, you will see something called Red Hat. When you go to the Red Hat, you will see Home. When you go to the Home, you will see, this is the total information. Is this clear?
It's fine.
Okay, so this is something called -p is going to go. So if you want to create a directory inside the subdirectory, you have to get into the subdirectory and you have to create it. Okay, but without getting, if you want to create, you have to use -p. -p is nothing but parenting, or we will call nesting like this. Okay, so PWD indicates present working directory, CD indicates change directory. These are very important things. And when we are talking about the CD, so using CD command, we are going to use some options. I mean, not options. We are going to use some symbols that helps us in switching the directories very, very effectively. Okay. For example, I'm talking about dot. Dot always represents PWD. Double dot indicates parent directory, right? And till indicates home directory. Home directory, right? And slash indicates root directory, and slash root indicates root home directory. Root home directory. Okay, and hyphen indicates. Ignore this last two characters, because when I say Control C to come down to the other this thing prompt, it is going to say like this. And when I say hyphen, previous work directory. So this is the way how it is going to use. Okay. For example, I will give you a small example. CD Java. This is it. So right now when I say pwd, it is going to give you like this, the current working directory, or if you say cd.also, it will show you. For example, for home, who is the parent? Red Hat. If I want to go to the parent directory, then say cd dot. You see, if you want to go to the root, cd slash. If I want to go to the home directory, you can just say cd, or you can just say cd till. cd and cd till will take you by default to the home directory. Remember that. Okay, so the now home directory uses. Okay, and if I want to go to the slash root, this is the home directory of the root, but we don't have a permission to get into the root because root is a super user and we don't have any permissions to get into the slash root. But root can come anywhere in the machine, but as a normal user, I can't go to the root. Getting it? See, manager can visit you anytime, but if you want to visit a manager, then you need a permission. Yes or no? So like this is a something happens like this. And if I want to go to the previous work directory, I can say cd hyphen. So it will take you to the previous work directory where we were working previously. Okay. So this is the way how this cd command is going to work. Is this clear?
Yeah.
So this is how it is going to work. Now what we are going to see is we are going to see how this copy, move, remove command is going to work. So basically, you know, copy means copying the data from one file to another file, or copying the data from file to directories we can do, right? And you know what is the purpose of move. So what is the purpose of move? Move is nothing but using move, we can move the data from one location to another location. Like in Windows, we call cut paste. Okay. So how in Windows the cut paste is going to work, here the move is going to work. And apart from this move, we have a command called rm, that is called remove. So using this command, we can remove a file or a directory from the machine. So first, let me explain you how this copy is going to work. What are the actions we can do with the help of copy? So when I talk about the copy, using copy command, we can do file to file copy. We can do file to directory, and we can do directory to directory. So this is the information how it is going to work. Okay. Now when I say file to file or file to directory or directory to directory, how it is going to work, we will see here. When I just say ls, so take an example. I'm going to show you the syntax here, how to use it. So cp is a short form. It is a command. Copy we will say, but cp is a copy followed by options, followed by the source, followed by the destination, followed by the destination. Understand? So this is the way how it is going to work, right? So when I say options, what are the options we are going to use? So we can use, there are so many options. It is there. When I say copy cp help, it is going to give you all these options. Can you see this? A stands for archive, B stands for backup, okay, D stands for differences, hyphen F forcefully, hyphen I stands for interactive, L stands for link, P stands for preserves the permissions, ownership, and time stamp. Hyphen R is nothing but recursive. Okay, so this is options that we're going to use it. Z is nothing but copying, because in Linux there is a concept called security Linux, SC Linux it is called. If you have some security policies that for the file or directory you want to copy with all this information, then you can do it. Okay, so it's all the very important things that you have to see, right? So let me give you the information how it is going to work. I'm going to say cat ora file, there is a file, and there is another file called ora1, and you know that ora file and ora1 totally different files, and ora1 is a empty file, right? Ora1 is an empty file. So what I will do, copy ora file to ora1. So it simply copies. When I say cat ora1, you will see the data whatever has been copied. Understand? And whenever you're copying the data from source to destination, you can use the options like -i. I is nothing but interactive, or it will prompt you like this. So what it is saying, Aura file data is going to overwrite Aura 1. Do you want to overwrite it? Just confirmation interactively. Okay, when you confirm here yes, it will copy. If you confirm no, it will not copy. Okay, but right now I don't have any issue because these two files has the same data, right? For example, when I say cat double greater than Aura 2, I'm just going to put some numerics here because I want to show you with different data, right? So Aura 2 is having different data, Aura file is having different data. Now what I want to do, I want to copy the Aura file data to Aura 2, but I should not lose the Aura 2 data. Okay, then what we have to do? We have to say copy hyphen B Aura file followed by Aura 2. So hyphen B, what it will do? It takes the backup. Okay, when I press an enter, the copy has been performed. When I say ls, you see the data from Aura file is copied to the Aura 2, but Aura 2 has been taken a backup as Aura 2 till. So now I will just show you Aura 2 and Aura 2 till. This is the information. Understand? Aura 2 and Aura 2 till. This is the thing. So you are not going to lose any more data from your destination file when you start copy from source. Okay, getting it. So this is the information how it is going to work. Clear, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now everything is fine. So you understood how the copy process is going to happen, right? And if you want to, I have shown you how to use the syntaxes, right? This is clear?
Yeah, but how
Right.
to copy file to a directory?
That's what we're going to see that only right now.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So nothing, right? You have to give source and destination. You have to give source and destination. That's it. What is the source and destination? I will say copy. Okay. The options is same. You can use I there. You can use a B there when you're copying from file to directory. I will just say copy Aura1 to directory called Java. It got copied. Just go to the Java and just see whether the file is there. Yes, it is there. Can you see that?
Okay, total
So
file.
this is the way how it is going to. Yes. Clear?
Yeah,
Understood.
that's fine.
So this is the information how it is going. Okay, and whatever the options we have used for copying file to file, the same options can be used for directory, file to directory also, even directory to directory also.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
So now I want to show you how to copy directory to directory. For example, I want to copy directory called Java to Java 4. So copy Java to Java 4. So what it is saying?
Omitting the.
Omitting directory Java. Why it is saying like this? What is the issue? Is there any major issue? Why it is saying like this? Yes, Java is not a empty directory. Okay, internally it contains some files. Internally it contains some directories. So if you want to copy the directory to directory with including R is nothing but recursively including some files and directories, whatever we have. So now I will just go to the Java 4. Okay, when you go to the Java 4, when I say ls, can you see Java there? Yes. So this is the information how it is going to work.
Similarly, we can keep the
Okay.
backups as well, right? Hyphen RB.
Yes. RB also you can put if you want to take a backup, if you have the same kind of directory name. Okay. You can use R, I, interactively, V you can use, F you can use. If I don't have still permissions, you can forcefully copy from source to destination.
What is V for then?
V means verbose.
Verbose. Okay.
Verbose means backend what it is doing, it is going to confirm you.
Okay.
For example, see copy hyphen V. Okay, Aura 1 to Aura 3. What is it saying? This is V stands for verbose. This is the output.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing. Okay, so this is the way how this copy command is going to work. Now we are going to see something about move. Okay, so when I talk about move, using move command, okay, when I say move, actually it is something called MV. MV stands for move. So when I say move here, when I say move here, what exactly it is going to do when I talk about move? So using move command, we can do two operations. One is rename a file or directory and moving it. So moving means it is something like cut paste. It is something like cut paste. So let me give you a detailed information how this is going to work. Okay, so when I say move, when I say ls, so let's take an example. I'm having a directory with a name called Java 1. I want to rename that as a Oracle, or I want to rename it as something called some name. Okay, so how do we do it? So I'm going to say move Java 1 to something called Oracle app 1. When I say ls, you see it got renamed as Oracle app 1. You see this?
So
Okay,
Java
so this is the thing.
is there. Okay, Java.
Java 1 got renamed as
Yeah.
Oracle app 1.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so you remember one thing. If you're putting source and when you're putting a destination name, if the destination is not available, it will rename. If a destination is there, take an example. I will just say move Java to Oracle app 1. So Java is there and destination Oracle app 1 is also there. Now what it will do, because destination is there, it will try to move. It means it is going to move from source to destination. Do you see Java in your current location?
No, no,
No. Where you see that?
not
Inside
location.
the Oracle app 1. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is something cut page. And when you're using move also, we can use -i, -v. Okay. All these options we can use. Okay, now we are going to see something about remove. So when you want to remove anything, rm is a command. So using rm command, you can remove a file or directory. So I'm going to remove rm followed by ora4. Okay, you can just run this command, you can remove it, or you can just use the option called -i for nothing but interactive. You see that it is giving you clear information saying that whatever the ora4 file we're deleting, that is a regular empty file. Okay, when you just say yes, it will remove. When you just say yes, it will remove. Yeah, if you say no, it will not remove. Right. Getting it? You can also use -v also, verbose. If I say yes, sorry, if I just say yes here, what happens? We will see. You see, removed, it is saying. That this is good. If you want to remove a directory, what you have to do? So rmdir is a command to remove a directory, but rmdir command only removes empty directory. Remember that. If I want to remove a directory with the data, it will not remove.
Okay.
So if you want to remove a directory with data, then you have to use rm-r. R means recursive. Okay, something Java 4. It is removed, because Java 4 contains some internally some file or some directory. So rm followed by r followed by any directory name, it will remove. It is empty or it is having some internally some data, whatever it is there, it will remove.
Okay.
Understand? So this is the way how this rm is going to work. And even with rm also, we can use the option called -f also, but it is not recommended to use -f because forcefully it will remove. Okay, so even we don't, sometimes the permissions are not available, still you can just remove it. So that's the reason you should be very much careful when you are removing. Hmm? Clear? Understood? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is the information for today's session. So tomorrow we will be discussing some more things like ls, general commands to list, path, wildcard characters, FAP, so many concepts we have. We will be discussing what. So you are able to understand any doubts here? Let me know.
No, that's okay so far.
Oh, so that's it. Hmm?
So,
So
sorry,
you
did you get any
tell me.
material regarding this? All the commands at a place, or
I can't record it. You are recording it, right? Anyhow, you are recording the session, right?
yeah,
You have all the things with you.
means if any material that would be really helpful, like
Material you are saying. Okay, fine. I will send you.
oh,
Hmm?
okay.
Okay, right, right.
So move we can rename as well, right?
Yes, we have renamed here, right? First we renamed, then only we removed. First we rename. This is to rename.
Yeah, yeah, move.
Previously, this is to rename. This is to move.
Okay,
Because if a source and destination name is there, it will move. If destination name is not there, it will rename. Remember that.
okay.
Okay, so that's the things. Clear, right?
Yeah,
So that's the thing. So that's it for today's session. Hmm?
okay, okay. So we will transfer the
So
money.
please, I mean,
I will transfer the
yes,
money
yes.
tomorrow. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, no problem. By tomorrow session, before tomorrow session, you can transfer it. No issues. And you can stop the recording and you just don't end the meeting. You just leave the meeting because I have another student will join me right now.
Okay,
Okay, right.
okay, bye.